The NBA, Wendy, Bobby, Perk are back with us. Midseason superlatives as we embark on the All-Star break over the weekend. So, Wendy, first superlative for you. Who's the most overrated team?
It's hardly a superlative, but I just want everybody to pump the brakes on the Lakers. I see after this Luka trade, there's an incredible amount of excitement. They've been hot lately. I got people talking about them as a possible conference finals team, as a possible finals team. I really like the Lakers' short-term or mid-range future. This year's roster is imbalanced. Teams are going to attack them on the interior. They're going to be good, but let's just keep our expectations under control.
Perk, thoughts?
Wait, we can't pump our brakes. LeBron James is playing at an extremely high level at the age of 40. They just got back Luka Doncic, an international superstar, for Anthony Davis. Do I have them picked to go to the NBA Finals or the Conference Finals? Absolutely not. But they're a second-round exit for sure. But at least they got what they need for the future to carry this historical franchise.
Good point.
They were going to be a second-round exit anyway, before the trade.
What up?
Superlative number 2 as we head to the All-Star break. Bobby Marks, who's the biggest surprise?
Well, Matt, it's the team everybody was making fun of last year, the Detroit Pistons, the 14-68 Pistons from last year. They've already doubled up that win total here. They nailed all 3 offseason additions, whether it be Tim Hardaway Jr., Malik Beasley. They've got an all-star in Cade Cunningham, and this team is positioned to not only make the play-in, but be a top 6 team in the Eastern Conference.
Wendy, your thoughts?
Yeah, I would say the Pistons being a top 6 team at this point is absolutely stunning. Not just surprising, stunning. They had hopes of doubling their win total from last year. Not by the All-Star break. They have incredibly overachieved, and they're getting stronger. J.B. Bickerstaff has done a great job with them, and Cade Cunningham is a bona fide superstar. He's got a chance to make All-NBA this year and hit the kind of criteria for a supermax. So that is exact. People, when he got that contract, people thought he might have been overpaid. He might be a bargain.
Yeah, it has been fun watching Cade Cunningham develop. There was so much pressure on him coming in, but he certainly lived up to those expectations and developed into a frontline player. Okay, final superlative. This one was tailor-made for Perk. Who's the biggest disappointment going into the All-Star break?
Oh, it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Not only did they go out this offseason and pay Paul George a lot of money to help them get over the hump and come in and help Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid, but Paul George has been just a role player for this team for some strange reason. And then Daryl Morey is still lying to the American people, saying that this franchise belongs to Joel Embiid when it don't. This franchise belongs to Tyrese Maxey. And here we are, Matt. Okay, last year, around this time, right before the playoffs, when everybody was expecting Joel Embiid to come back after his injury, guess what? I said that the plan should be shut him down, put a plan in place, and have him ready for the season. I was called everything but a child of God. And here we are again in the same position where Joel Embiid is out there playing injured. He said it himself to Lisa Salters that he's going to probably need another surgery that's going to take an extended amount of time for him to get right. Shut him down right now. Put a plan in place so that you can have him ready, fresh and ready to go for the start of next season, and look to see what can you do with Paul George this offseason.
Yeah, and I feel like we have some house money with Philly fans because the Eagles just won the Super Bowl, so we can be as harsh as we want on the Sixers because, quite honestly, Wendy, it's the truth. I mean, how far gone is this thing with the contracts with Paul George and Joel Embiid?
Far enough gone that they don't have a way forward without them on the roster. Their way forward is to figure out, as Perk said, how to get Joel Embiid healthy and how to get more out of Paul George. Paul George has dealt with some injury issues throughout the season, but it doesn't even explain how poor he's been. They've got to re-examine how to get him, more taken advantage of, because his inability to be a factor on the offensive end is as big of a disappointment as Embiid's health, in my view. They're in kind of no man's land, though. They're in 11th place. They're not quote unquote out of it. They could still make the play-in, and with their talent maker run. On the other hand, they are their pick. They lose it unless it's inside the top 6, which would imply maybe a tank job. But they're kind of stuck in the middle. So yeah, I don't know what Bobby,
Bobby, you're a numbers guy. What do you make of the numbers problem with the Sixers that have now been compounded because of the injuries?
Well, they've got a $240 million problem of Joel Embiid. I mean, that's where I look at it here. Certainly what's committed to him in the future here. I think health is a huge issue. And certainly when you add in Paul George to this, they'd committed $800 million to these three players, Matt, and they were the darlings of the offseason. Mm-hmm. But when you're talking about Justin Edwards and Gershon Yabusele as your big offseason signings, that's a major issue in Philadelphia. And they're married to this group. Listen, if they ever wanted to put Joel Embiid on the trade market, I don't think he would pass his physical, to be real honest with you here. So this is who they are right now.
It's really stunning how this thing has all come together. Go ahead, Perk, quickly.
No, I'm glad you brought that up, Bobby, because, Matt, here's the thing. I strongly believe that for the rest of Joel Embiid's career, he would never be healthy again. I believe that they're going to have to deal with whatever team it is, whether it's the Philadelphia 76ers or if they find a dummy out there to trade for him, they're going to have to deal with him being not 100% or even close to 80% for that nature. I believe it's just one of those situations, and it's unfortunate because we saw what Joel Embiid could be when he was at his MVP level. And again, it's about the plan. The great organizations around the league, they put a plan in place for their players, especially a quote-unquote one of their franchise players, to make sure that he does everything that he needs to do to put him in the best position possible. And I feel like the 76ers are at fault some type of way for not doing that with Joel Embiid.
It's a good point. It really is incredible. An MVP caliber player, to see that thing fall the way that it has, and the Sixers because of it, has been stunning to say the least. NBA All-Star Weekend begins tonight. It is the All-Star break in the San Francisco Bay Area. The celebrity game on ESPN and the ESPN app gets it all the fun started. So the NBA reaches its mid-season point. You can see it with our coverage starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. Let's bring in gambling extraordinaire. I didn't write that. I'm just reading it. Joe Fortenbaugh with you.
That was a tremendous walk and talk, by the way. As good as the fact that wasn't on camera, America has been deprived.
There should be a hidden camera to see how athletic that was to get from the set over to here.
Get over the cord that's this thick.
For your best bets. All right, the NBA All-Star break. Your favorite team win total is what after the break?
Lakers going under 49.5, right?
Under.
So you can bet, will the Lakers win 50 or more games, 49 or fewer? I go 49 or fewer here, so we're going to go under 49.5. Defense was a major problem before the Luka Doncic trade. Defense will remain a major problem after the Luka Doncic trade. As you can see behind me here, struggles to get stops, which is going to be a big problem late in the year. For us to lose this bet, the Lakers need to go 18-12 the rest of the way. That's a 60% hit rate against the fourth hardest remaining schedule in the NBA. This team was due for some regression to begin with. There's a lot of red flag indicators. I'm going to go under 49.5 wins.
I love it. Going negative early. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Happy Valentine's Day, LA.
He's the runaway favorite right now for the MVP going into the break. What's your play here?
I would look at Jokic right now at plus 425. I think the pricing has gotten a little too far out where we're going to have an opportunity to make some money here. SGA deserves to be the favorite, don't get me wrong. But plus 425 for this,
that's a good bargain.
Look at these stats. Yeah. Bang, bang. Steals are close to each other. You go all the way through it. These numbers that Jokic is putting up are insane, and the narrative can drive the award. Now, again, number one team in the NBA. Yeah. They've got the best record in the Western Conference. He should be the favorite. He shouldn't be the favorite by this much. That price implies a 19% chance for Jokic. Insane.
It's like a pizza or a hot dog at Costco. Such a good value when you consider what's going on there. College hoops this weekend, number one versus number two, Iron Bowl, the basketball edition, Alabama, Auburn, and Tuscaloosa. Which side do you like?
I'd look to Auburn. I'm surprised they opened up as a 1.5-point dog here. I thought they'd actually go on the road and be a small favorite, -1, maybe -1.5, so there's value. Auburn's been very good on the road this season. They've won 6 straight. They've done it by margin, about an average of 9 points per game in those 6 straight wins. Top 20 both offensive and defensive efficiency. The key to this bet is going against an Alabama team that just shot out of their mind in a 23-point win against Texas. They were over 60% from the field. They were almost 60% from three-point range. Law of averages, early in the morning, math guy you are not, I understand. But those averages are going to come down, and when they do, they're going to bottom out. Auburn takes advantage of that here.
So this is essentially a pick 'em because they're on the road. They're 1.5, right?
Yeah, they're catching the 1.5 on the road. I think it should be the other way. I think Auburn should be laying a point or two here.
What's with the math? No. Arizona State.
Well, I mean, you can't be that handsome and also be good at math. It doesn't work out that way.
What if I'm good at physics?
I think we both know that that's not true.
That's absolutely not true. So Fortenbaugh with this. What just a
Xin chào tất cả các bạn đã đến với kênh YouTube của mình. Hiện tại mình là nhà sáng tạo nội dung về mảng video cắt dán trên nền tảng YouTube. Video ngày hôm nay mình sẽ chia sẻ cho các bạn cách tạo ra video cắt dán của mình. Đây là những sản phẩm của mình tạo ra này. Trước tiên để tạo ra được những sản phẩm cắt dán tuyệt vời, mình sẽ cần những dụng cụ như sau. Đây là giấy thủ công này. Đấy. Rất nhiều màu sắc nha các bạn ạ. Đây là màu cam này. Đây là màu xanh này. Mình đã chuẩn bị rất nhiều màu này. Còn cả màu đỏ. Đấy. Và còn rất nhiều những dụng cụ như đây là hồ dán. Đây, các bạn ạ, hồ dán để mình dán những chi tiết của sản phẩm vào này. Đấy. Và để dán được cắt được những sản phẩm đẹp như thế này thì mình cần đến một chiếc kéo. Đây là chiếc kéo của mình này. Đấy. Để tạo hình được những hình này thì mình lại cần một cây bút dạ. Đây là cây bút dạ của mình này. Đấy. Đây, những sản phẩm của mình tạo ra mình vẫn còn lưu giữ tại nơi làm việc đây này. Đây chiếc máy chơi game của mình như này. Đấy, chiếc cặp đây các bạn này. Mình đã tạo bao la rất nhiều sản phẩm rồi. Và quá trình mình tạo ra sản phẩm này không thể thiếu được một dụng cụ nữa là đây là chiếc chân kẹp điện thoại. Đây là chiếc điện thoại để mình quay lại quá trình mình tạo ra sản phẩm này. Đây, đèn hỗ trợ ánh sáng của mình. Đấy. Rất nhiều sản phẩm thì nhiều lắm, bao la, mình nói ngày mai cũng hết được. Đây là nút bạc mình đã đạt được đây này các bạn ạ. Nút bạc của mình sẽ giới thiệu một chút về sản phẩm của mình. Đây là sản phẩm ngôi sao nha. Này, ví dụ đây là sản phẩm ngôi sao. Và để tạo ra sản phẩm này thì mình lại cần một giấy thủ công màu. Đây, giấy thủ công màu đỏ và giấy thủ công màu xanh đi. Đấy, đây là mình đang ví dụ cho các bạn thấy nhá. Đây là chiếc tủ lạnh đây. Tạo được cái này thì mình sẽ cần đến giấy màu vàng. Đấy, và tạo được thành cái này thì mình sẽ cần bút dạ để vẽ chiếc sản phẩm. Sau đấy mình sẽ dùng kéo để cắt. Đấy. Rồi mình sẽ dùng bút dạ tiếp tục để thêm vài chi tiết cho sản phẩm. Đẹp ngay, quá tuyệt vời luôn. Đây, mình sẽ đây quả chuối này. Đó lại mình làm rất nhiều sản phẩm này, đồ vật này, con vật này, động vật này, đồ vật, con vật, động vật, đồ gia dụng này. Đấy, còn nhiều lắm, rất nhiều sản phẩm. Đấy, cái chảo này, đấy, các bạn thấy cái chảo này có đẹp, có giống không? Cái chảo này giấy màu vàng này, con cá này, sản phẩm mình thì rất nhiều này. Đấy, sau khi làm xong sản phẩm này mình sẽ tải video lên máy tính để cắt dán, để cắt ghép những video cho nó hoàn chỉnh hơn. Đấy, như vậy là mình đã hoàn thành được một video. Mình sẽ đăng lên kênh của mình để cho các bạn cùng xem. Và bây giờ mình sẽ đi thực hiện cái sản phẩm đó cho các bạn xem nha.
Làm chưa cái đá các bạn. Làm xi nhé con.
Đây là tiền một điểm. 3 video rồi đấy. 10 lần 3 video nữa thôi là tải được rồi.
sẽ cắt nha các bạn.
Nếu mà tiếng này thì cái đấy nó là một thanh nhá.
Mình sẽ cắt nha các bạn.
Đây là đoạn này. Đây là không có dùng một cái
Phim xin nha các bạn.
người xinh bởi mùi cong dáng em yêu kiều tròn bông hoa sắc hương này giữ mãi cho riêng mình em thôi. Còn lên đây nhá. Cái đời là màu vàng.
Mình sẽ cắt nha các bạn.